Okay, let's be real. That 4 a.m. alarm blares, and for most of us, it's just a sound of dread, right? It's the start of another routine that's probably destined to fail. But what if that pre-dawn hour wasn't a punishment, but your secret weapon? We're about to break down a 4 a.m. routine that has nothing to do with hustle culture. This is all about ancient wisdom, a stoic framework that's designed to help you conquer the chaos of modern life before the rest of the world has even hit snooze.
See, the goal here isn't just about being awake early. It's about winning your day before it even officially begins. Forget about groggily scrolling through your phone. We're talking about turning that quiet, uninterrupted hour into a real, decisive victory, a psychological win that builds momentum for everything else that follows.
And yeah, that's the big question, isn't it? It can feel absolutely impossible sometimes. But the solution isn't some new app or a trendy life hack. It's actually a set of principles from thinkers who mastered this stuff 2,000 years ago. So let's walk through the 4 steps that can transform this struggle into your greatest strength. All right, step 1. This starts not with some big action, but with getting clarity. Before all the noise of the world, the emails, the notifications, starts flooding your mind, you're going to grab a journal. And this isn't a diary about your feelings. Think of it more as a strategic mental exercise to separate what matters from what doesn't. And here it is, the core principle, straight from the Stoic philosopher Epictetus. It's called the dichotomy of control. It's a mental framework that, honestly, once you get it, it fundamentally shifts your entire perspective. Grasping this simple distinction is the first and maybe the most critical step to having a focused day. So in your journal, you literally just make 2 columns. On one side, you list everything that's actually within your control, your actions, your thoughts, your personal goals. Then on the other side, you list everything outside of it, the traffic, a coworker's bad mood, the weather. The simple act of writing this down, well, it transforms this vague mountain of anxiety into a short, clear list of things you can actually do something about. You focus your energy where it matters, and you consciously decide to release the rest. Okay, so once your mind is clear, it's time to build your armor for the day. The Stoics were huge believers in preparing the body and mind for hardship through what they called voluntary discomfort. So this second step is a controlled physical shock to your system, and it's all designed to build mental toughness. Now, premeditatio malorum. It sounds super intense, I know, but it's one of the most powerful Stoic tools out there. You can think of it like a psychological vaccine against adversity. By exposing yourself to these small, controlled doses of discomfort, you basically build an immunity to the shock and panic that comes with real-world problems. In this right here perfectly explains the why. Seneca knew that it's often the surprise of a problem that causes the most pain. If you've already mentally rehearsed a tough meeting or imagined a project failing, you're prepared. You've already weakened the blow before it even has a chance to land. So, how do you practice this at 4 a.m.? A cold shower. Yeah, it feels brutal for a few seconds, but that's the whole point. It's a safe, physical simulation of hardship. If you can willingly step into and embrace that icy shock at dawn, real-world obstacles like a critical email or a sudden deadline, they just don't seem nearly as scary. You emerge from that shower, quite literally, unshaken. Okay, so you've got clarity and you've got resilience. Now it's time for the ultimate productivity hack. And it comes from confronting the one thing we all try to avoid thinking about. This next step is your secret weapon against procrastination. This quote from the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius is just incredibly powerful. It's not supposed to be morbid or depressing. It's a tool for focus. When you truly realize that your time is finite, that it could, in fact, end at any moment, it forces you to ask what is truly essential. Memento mori. Remember you will die. This ancient practice is the ultimate filter. So, in the quiet of the morning, you ask yourself a simple, kind of brutal question. If this were my last day on Earth, is this what I would be doing? That one question acts like a solvent. It just dissolves all the trivial anxieties and unimportant tasks, leaving only what is truly essential behind. And this is what happens. Procrastination absolutely thrives on the illusion that we have all the time in the world. Memento mori shatters that illusion. It completely supercharges your drive and injects this powerful sense of urgency and purpose into your work. The trivial stuff gets deleted, and the important stuff gets done. Period. So, we come to the final piece of the puzzle. This isn't an action. It's a really powerful mindset shift. It's all about how you handle the curveballs that the day will inevitably throw at you long after your morning routine is done. Amor fati. It literally means a love of one's fate. It's this commitment to not just tolerate, but to truly embrace everything that happens to you. It's an active choice to work with reality, not fight against it, and to see every single event as a necessary part of your path. This is where the practice gets radical. When you're stuck in traffic or your big project breaks, instead of feeling frustrated, you train yourself to say, good. Now, this isn't passive resignation. It's an active reframing. That traffic jam? Good. It's an opportunity to finish a podcast. That broken code? Good. It's a chance to build it back even stronger. You're not just accepting obstacles, you're using them as fuel.
So, let's bring it all together. This isn't just a collection of old, dusty ideas. It's a practical, actionable toolkit for winning your day before pretty much anyone else has even started theirs. Here it is, your Stoic toolkit. You've got the control journal for clarity, the cold shower for resilience, memento mori as your focus filter against distraction, and amor fati as your mindset for turning any obstacle into an opportunity. Each tool builds on the last, creating this incredibly powerful system for a purposeful day. You see, these 4 practices, when you combine them in that first quiet hour, they create an unstoppable momentum. They turn 4 a.m. from a moment of dread into your daily launchpad. So the only question left is, what will you do with that head start?